This is the WHTC Morning News with Gary Stevens and Peg McNichol on 99.7, 1450 WHTC and WHTC.com.
And we welcome you back to the WHTC Morning News for this Wednesday, May 19th. It's the third Wednesday of the month, which means it's time now for A Farm Life with a Farm Wife with author and blogger Diane Loew. And it's presented on 99.7 and 1450 WHTC by Farm Bureau Insurance Markup Agency. 477 Chicago Drive in Allen. Call Mark now for a quote at 616-396-5728. 616-396-5728. Diane joins us. She is a dairy farmer from Hudsonville. She joins us via the Zoom connection. Diane, good morning, and glad to have you with us after a couple of chats over the last couple of sessions involving I always want to say it is Putman, not Putnam. It's always a little confusing.
It's Putman.
Yes, so I want to make sure I said it correctly, and it was very popular conversations with that Christian family.
Yep, and they're on YouTube too, so you can get lots of more videos of them and see more about their life.
How's things going at the farm? Obviously, we're all concerned about lack of water right now. It's certainly you grow crops for your cows, and you'd like to have a little water so that the cows can be able to have the food.
Yep, we need the rain, but also when it's not raining, we can continue to plant. So there's the good and the bad. So we're out in the fields planting corn right now, but yes, we do need rain, and we'll take it if we get it.
What's on your mind today?
Well, it's official. Some of the people that have been elected into office have officially lost their ever-loving mind. Out in California and Oregon is where this is all starting, and then if things go the way they plan, it's going to go right across the country. But in Oregon, they have this proposed bill called IP13. And that sounds like a really good bill. It says no abuse, neglect, sexual assault on animals. So that sounds really great, except they are redefining animal ag and the husbandry of raising animals way different than what it should be. For instance, they are now saying that artificial insemination is considered sexual assault. So they are going to want you to do that. And if you know anything about that, you soon realize that artificial insemination on a cow is usually, I don't want to say safer, but it does seem like it's safer than using a bull, which weighs 1,500 to 2,000 pounds. Also, when you use artificial insemination, you can genetically pick and choose who the father is, which would help with calving ease and different things like that. And it also creates better genetics for better meat and stuff. But their whole agenda, this whole new Green Deal stuff, is they want us meatless by 2050. And by 2030, the government wants to own about 30% of the farmland. So forgot to turn this off. So that's where they're all heading for. And this IP13 would basically put all the farmers out of business out in Oregon. They're saying also that you cannot slaughter an animal for food. You have to wait until that animal dies. And if an animal dies, there's usually something wrong with it, or it's so old that you don't want to be eating it anyway. So there's over 12,000 beef producers that have 1.3 million heads of cattle out there that are going to be affected. Plus, it's going to affect us because it's going to take meat off our shelves. They're all into this whole plant-based meat, and that's kind of how they want it to go. And then in California, I think it's California, they have the PAWS Act, or in Colorado, it's Colorado, they have the PAWS Act, and they're doing the same thing. They're criminalizing artificial insemination and a lot of the things that we do to raise our animals. They're saying that if you want to slaughter an animal to eat, it has to have lived 25% of its natural life before you can do that. Well, that's not going to cut it for beef, and that's not going to cut it for the dairy cows. If you have a problem with the dairy cow and you can't get her bred back, or she's not producing well, then she goes on and she serves as meat for other people. And they're saying that you can't do that. And that's not just cows, it's pigs, it's it's chickens and it's things like that. And I don't know that much about chickens, but from what I've heard from other people, that if you wait for 25% of a chicken's life, you're going to be eating nothing but rubber. So they have this all planned out so that they can get rid of animal ag. Another interesting thing is in California, they have a rule there now, I think, that if you raise pigs or if you want to sell pigs, those pigs have to have been raised in an environment where each pig has 24 square feet to live. Well, that's like putting a pig in an apartment building, I guess. And that's just not the way. I mean, we have been creating food for our country for many, many years. And now this whole new Green Deal and this administration is really trying to push their agenda by putting farmers out of business. And if you're all for the new Green Deal and you want to eat plant-based meat, this is good news for you. But if you're not, this is not good news for us. And I think the thing that bothers me the most about all of this is they're taking away choice. They're shoving their ideals and their propaganda down our throats. They're not even giving us the opportunity. In the last I knew, we are still a free country, although we'll see how that lasts. And then one other thing that they're doing out in California, they are saying that they want to take leafy greens out of the fields and grow them hydroponically, because they think that when they grow out in the dirt that God created plants to grow in, they're out there by animals, and the animals' manure floats through the air and gets on and causes E. coli. So right now there are people in our government that are trying their very, very best to choose how you are going to eat, how farmers who have been taking care of the land and animals for hundreds of years, how to do our job. And their one agenda is to create a world that they want, which is meatless and fake meat. Like I said, if you want to eat fake meat, great. If you want to eat plant-based meat, great. There's a farmer behind that, but first of all, don't lie about the benefits of it, and don't create a world where you have no choice. So that's what I've got for you today, is pay attention to what's going on. There is a website, it's called yesonip13.org, and that's more geared for the people who want that bill, but it'll give you more information if you're interested in finding out anything more about that.
Diane Loew, as always, we appreciate the time you spend with us on A Farm Life with a Farm Wife. Wish you and the family well over the next couple of weeks. We'll talk to you again after the first of the month.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Diane Loew. A Farm Life with a Farm Wife, and it's presented by Farm Bureau Insurance, Mark Hopp Agency at 477 Chicago Drive in Holland. Call Mark now for a quote at 616-396-5428. That's 616-396-5728. 616-396-5728.